it's Stephanie Staples. Welcome to Your Life Unlimited. I am happy to introduce you today to Heather Bricano. She is the founder of Artful Speaking, and not only does she help people to speak better and more clearly, get their presentation succinct, but one of your specialties is networking. So I don't know if you're excited about networking or if you feel you need to network or not, but it is a skill, and it's not just about business, it's about life. Sometimes those powerful networking connections can come back to help you years and years from now. So Heather, give us some tips about successful networking.
Well, first of all, I want to comment on that, in that you're absolutely right. So many people assume that networking has this stigma that it's about passing out business cards and making money. And truly, for me and what I've seen in a lot of my colleagues, is the most successful networking comes from when you're really out there with the best intention of trying to help other people, and it comes back to you tenfold. So genuinely being, and that is where my number one tip comes from, is that you need to be in a spot networking where you fit and you can be your authentic self. Because if you can't, then if you think about it, if you are trying to sell your product, service, business, whatever it is that you're doing,
people slowly back away.
and if they don't, and if they do buy into it, how long can that last? How long can you live in that sort of disingenuous spot where you're not really you, where you're not being authentic? It doesn't. You can't live up to that forever. So being in a spot where you can be most authentic and going in with that intention and being okay with that, because that's what people want to buy into. They want to buy into you and your product and service. And always be okay with referring when it's not a match for you.
People think highly of you when you refer out as well, rather than taking something that's not a good fit for you.
Absolutely.
And also, I find coming from a place to serve instead of trying to take.
You know what? That is the number one thing you should go into a networking event, whether it be a formal luncheon or a cocktail event, whether it's a regular meeting that you attend, is go with the intention to give. Go with the giving attitude before thinking, okay, how many dollars am I going to make today? It never pays off to go with that. Yes, you can have a goal. Think, okay, I really want to get the word out about this workshop, or I really want to get the word out of this great new product that we're selling. Fine, that's one thing. But to go with the attitude of, okay, how can I help Stephanie, or how can I help Susie here today, or how can I help John? That's important.
People remember that kind of thing as well.
Absolutely.
I also find it's not necessarily the typical networking events where you find that sort of luck. I mean, it can be at your kid's hot dog day. It can be somebody that you've hooked up with at the gym, or just always be open to that. You don't have to be looking for the CEO or...
Absolutely. The biggest contract that I have to date, and I always brag about this, and not that I got my biggest contract, but as where it came from. I was over at my sister-in-law's, and it was a night where we were not intending to do any amount of business. I was going over for a glass of wine and her famous Asiago cheese dip. And all I wanted to do was, the garlic in it would have wore off vampires. I swear, it's amazing.
As long as everyone's eating it, it's okay.
Absolutely. And you know when you cork the bottle of wine, you hear that? I swear people can hear it from miles away. And her neighbor was over in a heartbeat. Said, I'm coming over. So she came over, had a glass of wine, and said, well, what do you do? And you know, you have the glass of wine and the dip in your hand with the cracker, and you think, I could just say, oh, yeah, I'm a coach. But I didn't, and I took the time to put the dip down and answer the question, but not only that, ask her what she did and talk about it, give her my contact information, and carry on with the night. It took all of 2 minutes of intention and listening and carefully talking to somebody. And the next day is when that contract happened as a result of that 2-minute conversation. And that's all it takes. Yes. That's all it takes, though. And it comes back to you. But we both remember each other, and we probably always will as a result of those 2 minutes. So
awesome advice, and congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So next time you have to think about a networking event, don't fret. Build up your self-confidence. You're awesome, and you can do a great job. Be yourself. Go to serve, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. My name is Stephanie Staples. Don't forget to check out yourlifeunlimited.ca for more proactive, positive tips for better living. Bye.